Mercury falling, I rise from my bed. This line is the first thing you hear when you start playing Sting's, aka Gordon Sumner's, 1996 album appropriately named Mercury Falling. Prior to this, we're met with a slow opening, setting the scene for the listener before greeting them with the lyrics. Before I begin, let it be known that I'll be looking at the 10-track CD, not any other forms of the album. The album is punctuated with a depressing undertone, though there's definitely moments of happiness intermixed in these songs. This is to be expected, as the songs in the album all carry stories of abandonment, finding happiness following abandonment, and even death. Yet there's still songs that carry meanings like finding happiness, or taking some time to view the smaller things in life. The Hounds of Winter is an amazing starting track to Mercury Falling, detailing the story of a man whose wife left him. It's unknown if it's meant to imply that she had died, or struck a disease of some kind, as the chorus states that it's easy to remember her as happier. As the song progresses, the singer is slowly spiraling into a depressed state, and ends with the ominous line, "The hounds of winter, they harry me down." Obviously, there are no hounds of winter, but I believe this represents the man's guilt. The hounds of winter are present throughout the song, and appear to progressively eat away at the man. He boards up his windows and locks his door, remaining in the house, yet the hounds of winter are already inside. I believe that in the end, the man takes his own life, as shown in lines like, "Where she's gone, I will surely, surely follow." And this, to me, makes this the most tragic song in the album. An example of a happy-sounding song with tragic lyrics comes in the form of "I Hung My Head." It has a guitar riff that defines Sting's version of the song, and develops a bit of an upbeat melody towards the end, bringing in horns. Yet, the lyrics tell a story of a man who accidentally shoots and kills a lone rider who is crossing the plain. He runs, and is found by the sheriff, and is brought in front of a court where he begs for mercy and forgiveness. The last lines start as the first line had, with "early one morning, with time to kill," except the man's fate has been sealed. The gallows on the hill await him, and the rider returns to the man, seeing what they've done to him, and they ride together until kingdom come. He prays for God's mercy before he's hung on the hill. It's the tale of two men who didn't deserve to die, but yet, in a strange way, it's also a tale of forgiveness. The rider returned to the man, offering to ride with him as he ascends into God's kingdom, instead of abandoning him to the humans on earth. The album wouldn't be complete without this song, and despite the covers made of it, I find myself returning to Sting's version. His mix of vocals and instrumentals create an untouchable song, and it fits the setting perfectly. Through songs like "I Hung My Head" and "You Still Touch Me" that further add onto the album's sad stories, it needs to be balanced out with happier songs. "I'm So Happy I Can't Stop Crying" allows the listener to take a break of sorts. It tells the story of a man who's recently been divorced. Things are going well for him, with his ex-wife offering him a chance to babysit their kids, him getting joint custody and legal separation, and hearing that his ex-wife has found another man. He's happy at all this, and toward the end we really find that he did get to babysit his kids. The album needed songs like this, and Lithium Sunset, allowing the listener to take a break from the album's dark mood. I believe that without breaks, the album would have become repetitive. Depressing songs with themes of divorce or death, and while they may sound different, the lyrics are similar, despite different meanings. The song works wonderfully, as it's played after one of the sadder songs in the album. Mercury Falling ends with Lithium Sunset, and it's a great contrast to The Hounds of Winter. It's a cheerier song, describing one looking at a lithium sunset, as it eases their pain and puts them at ease. The album ends as it began, with "See Mercury Falling." Now, the way I view it, this song has two meanings, one of which is taking the time to view the smaller things in life. Sunsets are something most of us take for granted, and we often don't take the time to look at them, as we're all so busy and focused with our own things in our own lives. Sometimes it's things like this that ease our stress, our pain. I'll look out my window sometimes, and I'll just see the sky set ablaze by all these different colors, and I'll smile. It puts me at peace for a while, and this song captures that feeling. The other meaning is one that's much more hopeful, and that's a song talking about moving on to a new day. We often reflect on the day, thinking about the good parts and the bad parts, and the thing we sometimes forget to think about is the prospect that tomorrow is a new day. It eases the pain and the heartache, and we begin the next day as we had the day before, except we're ready to make new changes and new choices. While most of the songs in this album are very literal, this one has many different meanings and undertones that you could believe that to be about whatever you want to believe. Mercury Falling, at its core, is an album of abandonment and sad tales intermixed with beacons of hope, encouragement, happiness, and songs that give the listener the sense that while the day may have been bad, tomorrow is a chance for change. This is why I love Mercury Falling. There are no low points, and throughout the depressing lyrics, the songs remain catchy and I find myself replaying all of them, even if I do like some better than others. Throughout the covers of different songs, I'll always return to Sting, as I find that he pulled off each song so well that it's odd to listen to anyone else cover it. Listen to Mercury Falling at your latest chance, because I promise you, no matter what kind of music you like, there will be a selection of songs on this album that you will fall in love with. So, this has been a look at Mercury Falling. If you feel differently than me, that's perfectly fine. I'm sorry if I'm not reviewing the full thing, as the 10-track CD copy is the only physical form of Mercury Falling I have, and is the one that I'm the fondest of. Nonetheless, thank you for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed my first attempt at reviewing music. Wherever you are, have a good day.